Hello everybody, my name is Ethan. Welcome back to the channel where today we're hopping back into our Codecademy machine learning course in Python. And in the previous video, we started the introduction to the version control learn Git. And we basically did the basics of Git. We did the introduction, and then we did a couple of different projects here as well. Talking about the Git cheat sheet. That was way at the end of the video. So if you missed that, that was the introduction to this chapter. We're going to be continuing with backtracking in this section of the intro to version control, right? So backtracking info. When working on a project on Git, sometimes we make changes that we want to get rid of. Git offers a few eraser-like features that allow us to undo mistakes during project creation. In this lesson, we'll learn some of these features. Let's start out and review the basic Git workflow. So you are in a Git project titled Hamlet, Prince of Denmark. In the code editor, you'll be working on scene5.txt. That's right here. Here, Hamlet encounters the ghost of his father. Add this text to the file. So it wants me to add the text ghost. My hour is almost come when I to sulphurous. Who knows if I'm saying that right? And tormenting flames must render up myself. I remember having to read this in high school, so it's pretty interesting. All right, we've added that to the code. We want to now add scene 5 to the staging area. And as we do this, we're going to do git add and re-add scene -5. I don't know if I'm spelling scene right. Scene-5 .txt to the staging area. And then commit the changes to the repository with a good commit message. So we can do that by saying git commit and add a -m for the message. And then we're going to add a message like added ghost final added ghost text. Doesn't have to be much more than that. So we've added it to the staging area and we've committed the message. So that's the first step, just a little bit of a review of what we did in the previous video. Now we're going to look at head commit. In Git, the commit you are currently using is known as the head commit. In many cases, the most recently made commit is the head commit. To see the head commit, enter git show head. So you can notice that we have the newest ghost text. This is the message that I wrote for myself. And you can see this is what we added. It shows the lines that we added. We added 4 lines, basically, each having a little bit of text in them. So head's going to show us the most recently made commit. Git checkout. What if you decide to change the ghost lines in the working directory, but then you wanted to discard that change? You could rewrite the line how it was originally, but what if you forgot the exact wording? The command git checkout head file name will restore the file in your working directory to look exactly as it did when you made the last commit. Here, file name is the actual name of the file. If the file is named changes.txt, the command would be git checkout head changes.txt. Change the ghost word in some ways. Here's a fun suggestion. Instead of flames, it wants me to add balloons, and we can do that, not a difficult one. Finally, we'll do the git diff. This will tell us what's the difference, basically, between the two texts, or the one that is not been moved to the staging area and the one that is currently been committed, right? And it shows us that when I surfacely and tormenting flames, I don't know. You know what, guys? We do this all the time. Let's look up. Okay, it's not letting me. Never mind. I was going to just look this up. Maybe I didn't type it. Nope. It's not going to let me, guys. All good. So now use the new git command to restore the file in your working directory. Oh, it's because it was, I don't know why I was doing that. Use the git command to restore the file, so we can do git, and then it is checkout head, and then the file name, which in this case is scene -5.txt. And now, if we do git diff, does it show anything? It shows nothing, right? So good. More git add. The Hamlet repository we're working on contains 5 files. In Git, it's common to change many files, add those files to the staging area, and then commit them to a repository in a single commit. For example, say you want to change the character Larry to Laertes in the script. The name currently appears in 2 files. After you change the name of both files, you could add the files to the staging area with git add file name 1 and file name 2. Note the word file name above refers to the name of the file you're adding, such as scene 3. The code editor is open to scene 3 and scene 7. Everywhere you see the name Larry, change it to Laertes. So in this one, I see it right here. Laertes. Oh, here. Laertes. Those are the 2 I see. Oh, one right here as well. So Laertes, right? So it looks like there are 3 in this case. In scene 7, instead of Larry, we'll have Laertes. Right here, it looks like Laertes. And then finally down below here, I see Laertes, right? So if we run this now, we've done on of it. Oh, we did the same thing for scene 7. We can now add the commands. I'm going to just clear quick so it's nice and fresh. It's going to say I did it wrong, but we can now do a git add and add multiple scenes at once. In this case, multiple text files, but in this case, multiple scenes by adding scene -7.txt. And both of them have now been added to the staging area. All right, git reset 1. Great, the files you've added to the staging area belong to the same commit. What if, before you commit, you accidentally delete an important line from scene 2? Unthinkingly, you add scene 2 to the stage area. The file change is unrelated to the Laertes swap, and you don't want to include the commit. We can unstage that file from the staging area using git reset head file name. This command resets the file in the staging area to be the same as the head commit. It does not discard file changes from the working directory. It just removes them from the staging area. So let's try out the new command. Let's make a mistake on purpose. The code editor is open for scene -2.txt. It says delete any line. I'm going to delete on accident line 14 here, and I'll leave that blank space, and I'll click run. So now from the terminal, we're going to add, first I'm going to do clear, but then I'm going to do git add scene -2.txt. Now check the status of the project, right? So if we do git status, we'll notice that there's a couple of modified ones that need to be committed, that being scene 2, scene 3, and scene 7. So we now want to unstage scene -2. I don't know why I keep saying negative. Scene 2 from the staging area. So now we can do that. We'll do git, I believe the command was, reset. And then we can do this head commit, right? Actually, sorry, not commit. What am I talking about? We want to decommit just the one scene, which is scene 2, right? So now we've unstaged it, right? And now we can make a commit. So we want to commit the other stuff. So we can say git commit -m, and then we'll say swapped Larry for Laertes in scene 3 and 7. Okay, perfect. We've now committed it, and if we do a git log here, we can see all the different changes we made but the most recent one is the swapped Larry for Laertes in scene 3 and 7. All right, git reset. Creating a project is like hiking in a forest. Sometimes you take a wrong turn and find yourself lost. Just like retracing your steps on that hike, Git enables you to rewind to the part before you made the wrong turn. You can do this with git reset commit _sha. This command works by using the first 7 characters of the sha of a previous commit. For example, if the sha of a previous commit was 5D blah 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 blah, use 5D 69206. Head is now set to that previous commit. So it wants us to print out our git log. We have a bunch of git logs here. We can see from the terminal, enter the command to reset to a previous commit using the first 7 characters of one of the past commit SHAs in your git log. So it wants us to now use the command git reset, and we're going to create or take one of these previous ones, right? Let's go to the added ghost text. So in this one, it's A4672CA, and that's 7 digits. So now print the git commit log again. So we've printed the log again, and we can see that the Laertes swap, that Larry Laertes swap, does not appear anymore in our logs because we've reset everything back to this. Cool. All right, git reset review. To better understand git reset commit, notice the diagram on the right. Each circle represents a commit. Head is the most recent commit. Head goes to a previously made commit of your choice. The gray commits are no longer a part of your project. You have, in essence, rewound the project's history. So basically, we go after this reset, we basically forget the previous ones we made, which makes sense. That's what we did. We forgot the Laertes and Larry swap. Generalizations, you've learned 3 different ways to backtrack in Git. You can also use these skills to undo changes made to projects. So let's take a moment to review. Git checkout discards changes in the working directory. Git reset unstages file changes in the staging area. And then git reset with the commit SHA resets a previous commit, right? Up next. All right, looks like we have a little bit of a project here. So the file roadnottaken.txt does not look right at all. Perhaps a rival poet snuck in and changed it while you were going to get coffee. Good thing you've been committing often. Check out the head version of road.taken to discard changes made to the working directory. So we can do that by doing git checkout head, and then entering the file name, which is road.taken.txt. So when we did it, close and reopen the file to see the results. So we'll close the road.taken file and then reopen it, and it looks like we're back to where we were, right? So there's no more of those ha-ha-has all throughout our text. Oops. Now finish the poem by adding a line. Here's a suggestion. I'm going to add, and that has made all the difference. We're going to click save here. We've now saved it. Now take a look at ovenbird.txt. So we'll go back over to ovenbird.txt. Uh-oh, looks like the same thing happened. Possibly. Indeed it has. We want to discard the changes in the working directory. There's a common used shortcut for this command. It does the same exact thing. So we'll try this again now. We'll do git checkout -- and then the file name is ovenbird.txt. And now we're going to close ovenbird.txt and reopen it. And we can see, yep, now we're back to normal. Our poem's back. Now we're going to finish Ovenbird by adding another line that says, is what to make of a diminished thing. We're going to click save. Finally, we're going to go to Fire and Ice. And it doesn't look like this one's actually been altered, but just to be sure, check the diff for this file. So if we do git diff, and then the file name, which is fire and ice.txt. Did I do that wrong? Git diff? Here we go. Yeah, it's just git diff, since we're already in the file. And it looks like I misspelled made. Doesn't look like anything has changed. Wants me to add the 2 last lines of the poem. Is also okay and would suffice. Right? So we'll click save here. And then I'm also just going to quickly clear that out of the history. Now that you've restored and completed Road Not Taken, Ovenbird, and added a line to fireandice.txt, add all 3 files to the staging area with a single command. We can do this by just doing get add and then add all of the names, fire and ice.txt, alongside road not taken.txt, and then finally ovenbird.txt. So we've now added all of them to the staging area with a single command. It says fire and ice could be better. Before you commit, remove this file from the staging area. And that's going to be git reset. And it wants to remove fire and ice.txt. Unstaged. Perfect. Now that you've removed fire and ice, we're going to make a commit. So we'll say git commit -m. And in the message here, we'll add, we wanted to say, so there's add, we have road not taken and Ovenbird poems to poems, add to repository. Cool. You get the crazy idea to change your poems in a big way. Make some drastic changes to each of the 3 poems. Remember to click save. So I don't like when it says to just change it in some way. Some will say the monkey world will end in bananas. Okay, cool. Click save. In a green jungle midsummer is to spring as monkey to Emacs. Okay. We have created the new 3. Now add all 3 files to the staging area. So we can do git add fire and ice.txt road not taken .txt and finally oven bird.txt. They're all in the staging area. Just wants me to make a commit, so git commit -m, put the message, add fire and ice, alter road not taken, and oven bird. Okay. A little later, you look at the current state of your performance and regret your last commit. Reset your Git project to the Git commit. So to do this, first, I am going to just go to the Git log. We'll see that we have a bunch of commits here. We regret this one, so we will say, again, I'm going to just do it git reset, and then we're going to take the first 7 digits, so 9948020. And now we have unstaged all the other ones basically after making that. You reset head to a previous commit, but the changes you want to get rid of are still in the working directory. What Git backtracking method can you discard the changes? Huh. Yeah, just the git checkout. I don't know why it made it sound like it was going to be hard. Git checkout minus, and then we can do, we want to restore all of them, right? So fire and ice.txt. So I'm only going to change this one. Not even letting me click on him. That's fine. I'm just going to continue on. That went up pretty well. So finally, we have another project here. I believe this will be, yep, ASCII profile. This is more of those little art pieces, right? The little faces or whatever it is. So the face in portrait.txt has a goatee in the last commit, but it was deleted in the working directory. Second chance, you want the goatee back. Discard your changes in the working directory. So to do that, we'll do git checkout. We'll do the same command that I kind of like doing. Now it's a little bit quicker. txt. So now we can get rid of this one and go back to it, and now it's got a goatee again. That's much better. Now give your portrait some eyebrows. Cool. Gave him some eyebrows. Click Save. Add the file to the staging area. So we'll do git add portrait.txt. Make a commit, git commit. No, add. So we have to change the name, the date on the file here, right? So today is July 26, 2024. I don't know, I'm typing bad now. Okay. We'll add all of them to the area by doing git add house.text, tree.text, and portrait. Cool. You forgot to add the artist name under each file. If you know you want to add every file to the working. Oh, that's actually interesting. You can just use the period. I didn't know that. So we can do D monkey save. Not monkey D. It's D monkey. God. Okay, so then we can do git add period. That's so awesome. Yeah, it's amazing. Turns out that house is an experiment that doesn't belong in the commit. Reset the staging area and remove house. Okay, so we can do git reset. Now we can remove house.txt. Now make a commit. Git commit -m. Add tree and portrait. Perfect. Nice. Why use the command below? Git checkout head file name. So we want to do this to reset file. Restore a file in the working directory, right? Which command removes files changes from a staging area? It's going to be git reset head file name, right? Why use Git Backtracking commands, discard changes in the working directory on stage file? Yep, all of these. What git command gives the output below? Git reset file head. Which statement is true about the command below? No. Yeah. In Git, the head commit is the most recent commit, is the first commit deleted from a repository of the code that runs before you check the commit, that you're currently on. Most recent commit, one you're currently on. You accidentally delete lines from a file, which command can undo your mistake. Git checkout head file name. Which Git command lets you view the SHAs of all previous commits? Git log. Very nice. Very good project there. That's going to do it for this video. In the next video, we're likely going to finish out this Git project or this Git little chapter here. We've got about 30 more minutes, but that's a great place to stop. So if you did enjoy the video, please be sure to give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.